Yeah, BBC branded government funded on Twitter. So Elon's gone into their account and put a little note on there saying that they're government funded. He sparked a row with the BBC after labelling the broadcaster as government funded. They're trying to resolve this. So the BBC have said, we're speaking to Twitter to resolve the issue as soon as possible. The BBC is and always has been independent. And they're keen to point out that it's funded by the British public, but through the licence, not directly through the government. So that's not the same as Netflix, is it?
Yeah, it's interesting. In a way, it's quite ironic because the government, BBC, most people at BBC hate the government. It should say blob-affiliated media. It's really the blob. But it is very interesting. Is Musk trolling the legacy media franchise? Because he took NPR in America and he said that it was state-affiliated media. Then they said, hang on, we're not state-affiliated. But then he changed it to government-funded because they receive 1% of funding from government grants. So, but is he kind of just doing this? It's just as an automated algorithm bot, or is Musk just having a little pop at the old legacy media?
He might well be. I mean, I don't think he's had time at the moment to do any of that. I think the issue is with Twitter at the moment is he's desperately trying to make it profitable. And the problem is, can you make Twitter profitable? As a business, does it have the potentiality to be profitable? So I think that's what he's trying to do. And maybe he's stopping, and in his lunch break, he's fired this off in order to...
He's trying to force people to go on Twitter Blue. You have to pay... It's actually like 11... It was meant to be 8 quid, but it's like 11 quid a month.
Yeah.
It's quite good just because you can upload... I don't care about the blue tick, but you can just upload longer videos.
You love the blue tick, don't you?
I don't care.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. You click and the guy's got 12 followers and he's got a blue tick.
You have both at the same time. It's like...
You've got legacy blue tick and guy with 12 followers that paid blue tick. But isn't that more democratic in a way? What tick have you got?
I don't have any ticks.
Special boat tick. I'll stop. I don't know what's wrong with me. He also did it to the New York Times, didn't he? The New York Times lost their verified tick, which was quite interesting.
It was, and they did seem to be quite upset about it, didn't they?
They were not thrilled because basically they wouldn't pay. Yeah. And so he said, the only one I think is a bit harsh is George Galloway has Russian state-affiliated media, which has wound him up a lot because he's not, is he? I mean, he's just George Galloway. He's just a guy in a hat. It's a bit mean.
It is, but it is quite funny as well.
This part of you're making it profitable, though. Is this just supposed to be entertaining? It's like a bit cheeky. Oh, what's Elon done now?
Yeah, maybe.
I just think he's I think he's making a point, in my opinion, that it might just be a bot, or he's making a point that legacy media is over, Twitter is the new media, and you people are all going to have your privileges stripped away. That's what I like to think it is.